It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This NBA season in full swing, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. He's excited. Kenny is here. He's excited.
Yes.
We're just happy to have you here. The action tonight will be happening out in Dallas, where the Mavericks will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, playing above 500 in the last few weeks. Not bad. They like to do.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. We've got basketball action at the American. How it's ended.
Well, Kevin, Tristan Thompson is one of the elite offensive rebounders.
Thanks to Yang. Clearly, Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass. This far into the schedule, we have several teams looking to turn things around and save their season. Clark, when you think about that, what's the best mindset those teams can have?
You know, I think it's a combination mindset, Kevin. One is to keep your eye on the big picture. What can we become? Who are we? What are our habits? Are we doing the things we need to do to give ourselves the best chance? And then the attention to detail. I think those two things have to be lockstep. The big picture in mind, and then attention to detail.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Derrick Rose is out there with Thunder, and it's Zizic in at the 5 down low. Kicks it to Rose. James outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love the pass to James. That falls. Great assist by Love. LeBron's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Cavs. Now Smith had a 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Barnes outside. Back to Smith. 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. That's tipped, and he recovers it. He had a nice open look right there. Howell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here are the Cavaliers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
Nothing was forced. Smart basketball was played, and they took advantage of any weakness they saw.
Noel dishes to Smith. Barnes outside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post, because once he has it, it's dinner time.
James against Barnes. 14 feet away, and it's LeBron missing.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Right side Matthews. Powell with the screen. Matthews no good. The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Passes it to Zizic. Over Noel. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And Matthews kicks to Noel. Dishes to Smith. There's a screen by Noel. Off the screen. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, Smith makes you pay when he gets inside. Despite not being that big, he's got a lot of game in the paint.
Here's Thunder. He's covered by Matthews. And there's the pass to Zizic. Over Noel. And the rejection by Noel. Smith against Rose. Smith the pass to Barnes. Matthews sets a screen for Barnes. No good that time. Cavaliers trailing. And Nerlens Noel out of Kentucky. Slender and mobile and long. And Greg, he can cover ground in a hurry.
Boy, and you can see it in his rate of steals to go along with the blocks. That quickness is a huge asset in today's game. It's all about versatility, both offensively and defensively.
And I tell you what, if the defender is not on Smith before the pass, it's too late, because he's always ready to fire, and he burns you.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Both free throws good from Thunder.
Well, you know, one thing you can be certain of with the Mavs, guys, is they're going to make the most of what they have. I think Rick Carlisle, who actually spent some time as the head coach of the Pistons and the Pacers, is one of the very best in pro sports. He's a master at putting his players in the optimal position for their success.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Left side, Love. There's the screen. Pass to Thunder. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. You talk about the Mavs keeping some tricks up their sleeves. Their mastery of the zone defense, crucial to their 2011 title.
Yeah, you know, zone defense, Kevin, much less common than man-to-man. Teams don't see it much over the course of a season. Part of the reason that if teams play it effectively, it can be a good tool. They knew if they got good at it, they could stymie unprepared opponents, and that's what they did. Just the way they did against LeBron in Miami in those finals back in 2011.
Here's Barnes. The shot missing. And Cleveland the other way now. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. It gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Mavericks leading by 3. Smith outside. There's a screen by Noel. Smith with it. He's got 7. Barnes dishes to Powell. Over Love. And that one comes up a bit short. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Over to the left wing. He dishes it to Rose. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Mavericks.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Noel. And it's Booker in for Dwight Powell.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Pick by Harrell. Smith kicks to Barnes. He feeds it to Matthews. There's the triple. Another 3 for Dallas.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Outside Rose. Thompson, high post. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Thunder. He's covered by Matthews. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Dallas. And Clark, if you're a player on a cold streak, either in a game or over a couple games, does that tend to stay with you and get in your head?
You know, it's been so long since I played, Kevin. I would like to think that it didn't with me because the games came so fast. You're playing 3, 4, 5 times a week. You don't have time to loiter on a good game or bad game because the next one is on top of you. So I typically was able to get on to the next play within a game and to the next game after the prior game.
Screen by Smith. Matthews passes to Black. Outside Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Smith kicks to Wells. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Wells has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Screen by Smith. Booker dishes to Black. Booker up top, covered by Smith. The drive by Booker. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Smith. Here's Thunder. A 23-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. The shot by Wells, no good. Dallas has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Smith outside. Booker right side over Smith. Here's Harrell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle.
Cleveland leading by 6. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thunder is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Zizic in at the center position. Rose. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Hornets was phenomenal. He scored 23 points and was very efficient on offense. He picked his spots on when to keep the ball moving or to shoot. His teammates will tell you they were not surprised. They've been waiting for him to have that kind of breakout effort. It's exciting for everyone, Kevin, to see if he follows it up.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when the player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Outside Rose. They set the screen. Thunder passes to Zizic. And it's Love, top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thunder. The kick out to LeBron. Pass to Rose. Pass to Zizic. James outside. Launches it. And it's Noel with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Carter's checked in. The dish to Barnes. Barnes with another miss. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Thunder. He's got 8. A wide open look for Love. They grab their own miss. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Zizic has got his second bucket tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Count that bucket. And it's a 12-point Cleveland lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Barnes outside. Now the feed to Powell. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Well, Cleveland shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. Here's Thunder, covered by Barnes. Smith against Rose. Baseline J on the way. A beautiful reverse layup. Rose has got 6 here in this quarter.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, they've played with more hunger. Very impressive with the effort they put on the glass. I like that tenacity.
Keeps it alive. The rebound by Kevin Love.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
From deep three-point range, and that's not going to go. And so we wrap up the first half. Cleveland ahead. They lead by... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Smith Jr. runs the point with Matthews at his side. They're the backcourt. Dwight Powell is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Noel in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The Cavaliers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And he's good on the second. Going up, Clark, you were Mr. Basketball USA, a national ranking. Be truthful. How dominant were you in high school in Cleveland, Ohio?
I was a really good high school player, considered one of the top 2 or 3 in the country in 1979, which was actually perhaps the best high school class ever. Documented by many who follow the game: Isaiah Thomas and Sam Bowie, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson. Dale Ellis, Terry Cummings, Dominique Wilkins. I could go on and on. A terrific class, and I was considered at the top of that class as a high school.
Smith against Rose. Smith kicks to Noel. Back to Smith. And he lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Rose, and he makes the bucket, through contact, and gets the whistle too.
And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pedal.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Mavericks trailed by 18. There's a screen by Noel. James against Barnes. Feeds to Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. The drive by Barnes. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Barnes has got 6.
Like his mid-range game, Barnes incredibly lethal from the mid-range. When he's got room to shoot, he doesn't hesitate.
Outside Rose. They set the pick. Back to LeBron. Off target from three-point range.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Matthews. And that one goes long. The Cavaliers leading by 16. The pass to Zizic. Here's Thunder. He's covered by Matthews. And the shot's good from Thunder.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rick Carlisle is one of the most respected head coaches in the league, especially for his X's and O's. But Bucks coach Jason Kidd played for Carlisle, praised his disposition. He's never up and never down, Kidd said. There's no panic in him. He gives you that sense of security to go out there and make a play. Kevin?
Gotta love Coach Carlisle, D.A., an even-keel guy who places a lot of trust in his players. Offensive rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 12 points for Thunder.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Black kicks to Barnes. Harrell setting the pick for Barnes. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Here's Thunder. 12 points for him. Thompson, a screen on Barnes. Got a piece of it. Smith. The shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Well, the effort plainly was not there. I mean, they often settled for tougher, lower percentage shots, and that makes it hard to win.
Here's Barnes. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you called it, Kevin. And Barnes has run the pick and roll plenty of times before and does a good job at taking what's available.
Kicks to Wells. The tray. Second shot opportunity. Black grabs the board.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Now here is Smith. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks it to Harrell. Makes it off the glass. Harrell's got 6.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Well, Clark, your whole career, you were a fantastic rebounder. Really at all levels you played. Mavericks trail by 20. And here's Booker. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Screen by Jefferson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
And so it's Cleveland, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor, the scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Mavericks shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Rose is out there with Thunder. And it's Zizic in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Barnes. Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Hey, you could sink these with your eyes closed or blindfolded. So close, so deep inside. Great bucket.
Barnes outside. Screen by Jefferson. Shot off the screen. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Barnes is so skilled at gaining separation off the screen. Difficult to guard when he gets the pick.
Rose sets the screen for LeBron. Mark, we've seen the bench celebration become almost an art form in the NBA over the past few seasons. Are you surprised this is a thing now?
Not at all. Again, when everything is captured and documented and you're going to have creativity and attention-grabbing celebration, so it's just part of the landscape.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. There's a screen by Noel. Off the pick. Barnes with another miss.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Cleveland moving it around. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Barnes. James kicks to Rose. A 3-ball. Mavericks with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good, Barnes.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Here's Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 08, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
And Rose drops them both. And we just had one of the closer MVP races in recent memory. Clark, do you define the MVP as a player with the most impressive stats, or the best player on the best team, or somewhere in between?
Kevin, to me, the MVP is an individual award. Clearly, we play a team game in the NBA, and a team's performance is part of that, but it's a small part of it to me. An MVP performance is one that not only has consistent high-level statistical production, influences winning at a good rate, but also stands out in the magnitude of the moments this player has over the course of the season. Those 2 things drive the needle for me as an MVP voter if I had such a vote.
Here's Thunder. He's covered by Matthews. LeBron against Barnes. And James gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
Yeah, I like how James takes it to the defense. Even if they're all over him, he just muscles it past them.
Smith with it, guarded now by Kevin Love. Barnes kicks to Jefferson. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And they're able to recover. And that one's good. Noel.
Boy, what persistence from Noel, a guy who does not quit on the glass. I mean, his tenacity is a huge reason as to why this team loves him.
Rose, a screen on Matthews. Rose against Smith, and it's Rose penetrating. Nice work there coming off the screen. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Smith dishes to Noel. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, Nerlens Noel made it pretty clear he was not happy with the logjam at the center position in Philly. Last season's trade cleared a path for him to show what he can do.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Noel has the mobility to defend 4s or 5s. The Sixers had tried him some at the power 4. But,
well,
you know, Clark, it really wasn't a fit.
No, it really was. I mean, he's a shot blocker and finisher first. I mean, you want him protecting the rim. It's clear this guy is a center.
Here's Smith. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. The Cavaliers leading by 18. From deep, James connects from three-point range.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
They set the pick. Here's Smith. Again, the miss by Smith.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Wasted no time on that one. 17 points for Thunder.
And that's the role they want for Rose, getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
There's a screen by Noel. Now Harrell. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Excellent D there from Thunder.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Here's Zizic. He's covered by Noel. James against Barnes. And James gets it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barnes outside. Back to Smith. It's deflected. James outside. Another 3 for Cleveland. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And when you look at Dennis Smith Jr., you aren't blown away.
Into the lineup, the Cavaliers. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smith outside. And stolen by Booker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Booker is a thickly built guy, pretty muscular, somebody that uses his muscle and his weight to his advantage.
Both free throws good from Booker. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. From deep, Booker pulls it in.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care.
Joining us, that'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.